everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Shelby and I do reviews on amazing makeup products like this, there we go, or like this. I also discuss all the hip gossip in the beauty community and we dive all in together with it, talk it out, and spill the tea, girls. So welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be a really special video. I received the Tati Beauty Blendiful for my birthday. Thank you so much, Zach, for gifting me this. We're just gonna dive right in. There has been some tea surrounding this. Tati just uploaded a video about this yesterday, about the Blendiful, and it was 45 minutes long. The first 20 minutes of the video was an intro to the video that really just dived into all this drama surrounding the Blendiful. People were coming for her because she didn't do an in-depth review of the product, and people were coming for her. You know, there were a couple Blendifuls out there that, maybe a handful, like less than 10, that might have ripped, and they were laundered, they got all clumpy, and like they didn't work after that and all of that. And you know, basically Tati went into this saying that she messaged and DM'd these people on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, personally, to ask what was going on and, you know, see if she could help in any way with this. And she either got no response from the people, or she would get the response of like, oh, no, I love it, like, girl, like you're thriving, like, good girl, good work, you know. She was very confused about all of this, and I would be too, low-key. I watched a video that Rich Lux put out talking about this yesterday as well, and it really got me thinking, and I kind of agree with what Rich Lux was saying on this. He basically was saying, and it goes into what Tati was saying, that his theories is not a fact, it's just a little theory, girl, so don't come for me in the comments, and please don't send any hate to him or anything, that these big brands out there are intimidated by small indie brands like Tati Beauty, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, Lunar Beauty, Laura Los Angeles, all of these different, you know, indie brands, Beauty Bakery, all of that. And so they hire people to, you know, post hate, you know, about those products, and, you know, all of a sudden it gets trending and all of this stuff. And what's interesting is that Tati said that she knew a lot of people in IT, and that she had some people look into some of these complaints and the Twitter accounts that these complaints were coming from, that they were accounts that had only been around for maybe like a couple days and they had no profile picture. Or she even touched on the fact that there are multiple accounts coming from the same IP address that were saying the same thing. So as if somebody was going out of their way to create multiple Twitter accounts to post something about the Blendiful not working, to, you know, create this fear that the product's not going to work, and that's just bad for business. And that's what she was saying. She really, if you know anything about Tati Westbrook, she really will defend her honor and defend her brand, and she really just came for people. You know, like, we can track, like, anybody who knows what they're doing can easily say that these are from multiple accounts. And when you go out there and you create this fear that a product isn't going to be good, it makes these people that maybe were on the fence about trying her brand new brand, or people that don't really know her but, you know, thought the eyeshadow palette was cool because it won a lot of awards. Now maybe they won't buy anything from her because they saw these bad reviews that were out there that might have, in my opinion, don't come for me, possibly been fabricated. Jeffree Star also touched on this point in his series with Shane Dawson that he just did, about how, you know, once you start a makeup line or whatever, people are vicious and they come for you. And he didn't really go into much detail from there. All of that stuff is kind of making sense, and it makes me, I don't know, it just kind of gets the wheels turning up here a little bit. So I don't know, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on all of that. If you think that the big brands might be playing dirty in the beauty community and playing, being ugly, and, you know, possibly a little intimidated by these new brands that are killing it and, you know, fabricating some stories to make themselves look a little bit better, and these newer brands seem like they don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of that. But let's go ahead and get into the actual video. So the Blendiful right here, I actually cut it open, but I haven't actually touched the Blendifuls yet. I just wanted to cut the package open so that it would be easier for me on camera to open. So we have it right here. It comes in this very little, you know, minimalistic packaging, very Tati. She's not like wasteful stuff. Inside we have 2 Blendifuls. So I'm gonna pull them both out. Oh wow, this is big. Okay, so first we have the baby Blendiful. It's in the shape of a little heart here. And it says Tati Beauty on it right there. A little heart, and it's, you know, dual-sided or whatever. Oh, and it's very easily flips back and forth. Okay, this one's a lot firmer than this one. This is the actual Blendiful. So it's super soft in texture, very like velvety. And it of course says Tati Beauty right there. And on this one you can also flip it, and it's very, very bendy, you know. And I think she said to hold it like this for certain applications. It's very that, you know, and there's lots of different sides, little straight sides and all that. Okay, cool. So that is the Blendiful. Now what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to apply our face makeup using the Blendiful, and we are just going to see how it applies and what my official first impressions of it are. So off camera, I've applied my hyaluronic acid serum by Neutrogena that I love. I've also applied my Glow Recipe watermelon juice moisturizer that I love, and some Mario Badescu spray to my face to make sure that I'm nice and ready to apply makeup to my face. Now, if you've been watching my channel, then you know that I apply my face makeup the Scott Barnes way, where he does the cream contour and the concealer underneath the foundation. So that is what we're going to be doing today. In Tati's video that she posted with the full tutorial of the Blendiful, she didn't do that. She just posted a, you know, just a regular old thing where you put your foundation on before and then powder, contour, and all that stuff. So maybe she was doing that so the average consumer wouldn't be confused, because it seemed like people were very upset with her not posting an in-depth tutorial on how to use this product, even though it seems pretty easy to figure out to me. You just put it on there and massage into your skin. I don't know. We're going to find out how good I am with it in a second. We're going to do it the way that I normally do my makeup, and that is the Scott Barnes way of contouring and concealing before you apply the foundation. So we're going to see how that works. First, we need to prime. So we are going to be using our e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer today to do that. And in her review, she said that she just would take her Blendiful and really dig into the primer, get a good amount on the Blendiful, and kind of rub it off in her hands a little bit. And then from there, she would just use this and press it into the skin to prime. And she said that this is really going to help the primer get into the skin. I can already tell you I feel a lot more control with what I'm doing using the Blendiful than if I were to be using another product. The products that I normally use, I feel a lot more control because I'm really, I mean, there's not much room between my finger and, you know, my actual skin. It's just that little layer, so you can really get in there and press. And, you know, it seemed to apply pretty well, so, okay. It's very soft. I like that it's very soft. How was that for you? I know it's just right there, but it's better for me. Is that okay? It's better for me. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, now that we're all primed and everything, we're gonna go ahead and contour. I normally just use the applicator from this on my face. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna change that up, but I will blend it out with the Blendiful. First impressions is that literally took 2 seconds. Wow, if this is making my makeup routine this much faster, then I'm shook. Okay, so this is very intuitive. It's kind of like I just know what to do with it, and you just kind of like wipe or whatever, but it's working. It's doing good things. I really am enjoying it, actually. It's making things a lot faster for me. Now let's do the nose. Just fold this up here. you have a lot more control with this Blendiful than you do with like a sponge. So I really like that. I like that I can get into these little areas on my face, and I really have a lot of control as to where I'm blending the product into, and you know what the product does on my skin. I love that. It's very intuitive, and in my opinion, would be a good tool for beginners to use because this is so easy to control. So we're going to use a different part of the sponge. I use this bottom little part here for the primer and the contour, which I think I was probably supposed to change that, but that's okay. We're going to just go to this little corner right here. Again, it's super easy to just fold and use that little piece. So let's do a little bridge of the nose here. For that, I'm going to try and make this like really nice and long and thin like this to do the nose. Wow. Oh my God, look how good my nose contour looks with that. Because I was able to get in with such a specific small little area. That looks great. I love that. Okay, let's do the under eye. And I feel like, honestly, I probably didn't need to use as much product as I did because none of it's being absorbed by the sponge. So I feel like that, honestly, it looks a little heavy because I used a little too much. That's kind of like a learning curve or whatever, but I can make it work. We're going to go ahead and do foundation. So she says that you can just, I'm going to do like I normally do, start one pump on the back of my hand like I normally do. And I'm going to use the opposite end of that little folded in half section that I used before. I'm going to do this. Okay, it's kind of scary. I'm just going to dab all over. And then she said you should be able to just wipe it on. Wow. Oh my God. Literally, you guys, real time. And this is like mess ups and pauses when I was applying my moisturizer and everything. And the whole intro that I filmed before I even started doing this, the time on the little counter on my camera right now says 23 minutes and 56 seconds. This normally, if I was filming and doing this with my Morphe sponge, then I would literally be at like probably about 30 minutes right now. So this is cut off a good amount of time from my makeup routine. So I am really, really impressed with that. That is crazy. I'm really able to get in there and press the product into my skin to blend in the contour everywhere. There is a little bit of a learning curve with holding this at some parts once you have a few different products on here that you don't want to like mesh, but it's really mostly like very intuitive. So this is the face. Like I feel like everything, I'm going to get kind of close. So I feel like everything is, I'm like right up in the microphone, I'm sorry. Everything is blended really nicely. There's no harsh lines, as she says. No harsh lines. And it was super easy to do. I'm honestly a little shook. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the powder product. So what Tati said to do was to take the Blendiful and fold it on the other, make a little black part on the other side, and then use the now clean side for your powder products. So I think we're gonna go ahead and set the under eye first, and we're gonna use our little Fenty Beauty powder in the shade Butter for that. And then I'm just gonna dab like just a little corner of this there into the powder and just lightly set. Just another little dab. Okay. I'm not mad at how that applied. Again, very easy, very intuitive. I don't know if it's just the way the hand that I was using with it, but it seems like the powder kind of like fluffed out a little bit more than it would have with my sponge, but that's to be expected since this is a dry product and the other, you know, the powder clings to the damp sponge. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to let that chill for a second. And then I'm gonna try and do my bronzer. I guess we'll use the, like this part for the bronzer. I'm nervous to do the bronzer, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna use the butter bronzer for this, as always. Just gonna dab in. Oh wow. Okay, now I'm nervous. Oh no, I'm nervous. I didn't know how much to put. Okay, oh god. Oh, okay. Okay, hopefully I can fix that. Now, oh, shit. I feel like that's too much. Well, maybe not. What do you guys think? Okay, leave me a comment down below. Is that too much bronzer? I don't know. I'm gonna blend it some more in a second. This might be where we're having a little bit of a learning curve. This side I used a little bit less, and I think it looks a little better. Okay, let's try to do our little nose bronzing that we do. So we're gonna make that super, super thin and just kind of like wipe in really thin on there. I feel like my nose contour looks like better than it normally does. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Let's do blush and then highlight. So we have this little, so this is it. So we're gonna use like this little corner for blush. We're gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. We're gonna use our favorite rose shade for this. And we're going to just a little dab in there. I'm nervous for the blush too. Oh, that was easy. That's not at all as harsh. See, when it goes onto the poof, you think it's gonna be like a lot harsher of a color payoff than it actually is when it goes onto your skin. And then for highlight, let's use Kylie's today. So we're gonna use, I'm scared to highlight after the Morphe spray with this. So we're just gonna go in with it dry. So this is the Kylie Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Cotton Candy Cream. See, there it is there. I'm just gonna kind of really press it in. Yeah. And then after I do this review tonight, I will clean this. I'm not going to clean this on camera, but I'm going to hand wash it, and I will let you guys know in another video later on when I'm using this product again how I felt about the whole cleaning process with it and how user-friendly that was and how that worked out for me. I think that I'll be using the Baby Blendiful for more of a on-the-go type of thing like she suggested. I think that I'll use it for like a touch-up or whatever on the go. So I don't know. I'll let you also know about this next time I use this product on camera, and I'll kind of talk about that. But anyway, yeah, overall, my final thoughts on the Blendiful are that it is super easy to use. It made my makeup routine a lot faster. It blended everything very nicely. There is a little bit of a learning curve, I think, with some of the powder products you use because you just don't, the first time you use it, you just don't know how much to grab. But literally after the first time you dip in, you can figure that out, I think, if you know what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'll be back to show you the final look. Okay, this is what I ended up with. If you want to see how I got this look, then make sure you check out my Valentine's Day look video, why I am happy to be single on Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for your support and love on today's video. At the time this is being filmed, we are at 75 subscribers. That is amazing. I am so amazingly overwhelmed and feel so blessed for that. It's such a small number to YouTube, but for me, that's outrageous. So I'm hoping to hit 125 by the end of the month. So if you have not subscribed and you like what you see, please make sure you hit that big red subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you're notified of all of my future videos. I am on Twitter at Beauty by Shelby, and I'm also on Instagram at Beauty by Shelby. Thank you again so much for watching today's video. Let me know your feedback on the Blendiful, the whole Tati beauty drama, all of the things that I said about the big brands bullying the indie brands. Let me know your feedback on all of that down below. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.